If you love Baltimore sports, you'll love WNST.net.
Sebring and his 5 minutes at NST. Go for it.
Hello, WNST fans. Just want to let you know that I'm here by proxy for the real kings of Baltimore media. The Clayton Wrights, the Dwayne Showalters, the Lee Zorns, the Scott Whitefords, the Doug Royalties, the people who obsess about these sports, who focus on Maryland basketball and football recruiting, who obsess on mixed martial arts, who obsess about the Ravens. And all I do is aggregate all that data. I'm the guy that just loves interactive sports talk radio, and I love to talk. So I take all of their ideas. They're my investigative reporters. So I'm not going to be able to come on right here and give you journalism and come with something outside of the box, because we already know what the situation is. We know about the Ravens. We put their roster under an electron microscope. There's nothing I can say. The Orioles, we know they've improved their defense. We know that the offense is great and the bullpen's okay, but the starting rotation is a train wreck, and everyone's just like hanging on to everything that Arrieta, Matzes, and Tillman are going to do, so there's nothing I can add there. Hey, with Terps, you know, we're following the Lance Stevenson recruiting. We're excited about Jordan Williams and James Padgett, but there's nothing I can tell you that you don't already know. And my passions, you know, I'm insatiable. It's not just Baltimore sports. I mean, I love the Capitals, and I love mixed martial arts. I'm excited about the fight card this weekend. And, you know, I love international soccer. I'm watching the game right now. Manchester United trying to become the first English team to win on Portuguese soil. I mean, all of this stuff invigorates me. And all I really want to do, Baltimore, is just kind of be the conduit for you guys. And you guys be the experts. And you guys follow this stuff and be the Orioles expert and be the Terps expert. And I'm the guy that just comes out here and opens up the lines to let you guys do your thing. And I'll share in, and I'll just bring a million opinions. And I'll never run out of opinions. But in now today's age of having unlimited blogs and message boards, it's really hard to do true journalism the way you used to back in 1980. And another thing I wanted to say, a lot of people coming in here that are trying out for this contest, I mean, Baltimore, let's please pick someone who's going to win that remembers when Len Bias died. That remembered in 1984, his sophomore year, when he said, look, we're going to go win the ACC tournament and I'm going to be MVP, and he did it. And remembers that they lost to Villanova 48-45 in that Sweet 16 game that Villanova went on to win the national championship. And remember where you were that first game at the Dean Dome. I mean, I know guys that know every line of that game when Bias hit that jumper, stripped Brad Daugherty, and reverse dunked over him with Dan Bonner going, oh my! And I have friends who obsess over that. And these are the guys, if they came in here today, if they could be themselves on radio, they'd win this contest hand down. I could bring 24 people in here who live, sleep, and breathe Baltimore sports. And all I do is pick their brains and just have them give me the information, and then I just bring it to you. And we can cover a lot of ground. And I'll tell you what, and I got opinions too. And I like to just rummage around in conversation until we find that hot button and get at it. But I'll tell you what, I didn't go to University of Maryland and write for the Diamondback, and I didn't go to Newhouse Communications at Syracuse, so I don't know if I'm the best broadcaster, and I don't know if I'm the best journalist, but I know I can do pipe-hitting, hardcore interactive sports talk radio. And the last thing that I really wanted to get in is, you know, people have been coming in here talking about passion and trying to relate to the people with their memories of Baltimore sports. You know, let me paint a quick scenario for you guys. During this recent ACC tournament, I was basically sitting in a 4-hour traffic jam trying to go 4 miles on the East Side Highway in Manhattan and take the Cross Bronx to meet a guy in Vermont that I haven't even seen since 1995 who Facebooked me. And you know what? I didn't care that we were 4 hours behind schedule. I had to stop at that diner in Connecticut to watch the first half of that Maryland-Wake Forest game. And then as soon as I left that diner, I was on the phone for the next hour getting every bit of play-by-play. Like, that's what passion is. When I was in Vermont, I left Jay, Vermont, and stopped at every place between Jay, Vermont, and Hardwick, Vermont to find a place that would have that Maryland semifinal ACC game. And you know what? I found a pizza place that had DirecTV, and I was in there kicking trash cans and yelling at the screen and living and dying with that game. That's what real passion is. And what I really want to know was, after that game, did anyone come in the day after that game and point out that when Duke made that run, it was basically because we were going to the basket, getting mugged, going for offensive tip-ins, getting pushed in the small of our back, and there was no call. And then Duke would come down on the other end, waste 30, we played 30 seconds of great defense, and then with 5 seconds of shot clock, they drive like a chicken with their head cut off and get bailed out by the refs. Was anyone else irritated about that, or was I the only one? But I just want to thank for the opportunity to come in here, everybody, and just throw it down. I hopefully get an opportunity to come back in here and open up the phone lines and really get into it with you guys.
If you love Baltimore sports, you'll love WNST.net.